Play! Anymore though. But does finish him off. Gets 2. Gets 3. What a hit that hits him 65%. Wow! And does it go in? It goes in! It goes in!
The line's been fighting. 4v1. 4v1. None.
Hello, Pio Nation. I hope you're doing well tonight. Squeeze in over here. My name is Matt Williamson.
My name is Magic Ninja 107.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. And I apologize, I'm working on a couple last-minute tweaks while we're getting this matched up, but we have our Overwatch team going up against University of Akron. It's going to be so exciting. If you did not see on social media last night, unfortunately, our Pioneers did fall to Robert Morris 2-3, but we're going to see if they can bounce back from that and get that dub against Akron. But yeah, this should be a pretty exciting match.
Yeah, pretty exciting match. The players are hyped. They are like... They have the energy to do this. They're so ready. Especially because, guess what's next week? Spring break.
Yeah, so
there's also that. We got our midterms.
Yeah, midterms are done. Papers and programs are turned in. So now let's just see if we can get we'll just get a win, even if it goes to all 5 games, and then everyone can enjoy their spring break. So while we're getting things set up, because we could be starting any time now, we're going to go over the roster. So let's look who's going to be playing. Just in no particular order, we have junior Jeffrey Dolby Portal Runner playing. We're going to have freshman Miguel Saez Ortiz Lunar Ghost playing. Actually, it goes by E. Kenton Lunar in the game itself. We have junior Eric Schnake Juggernaut playing, sophomore Zachary Simpkins OP Knees, and freshman Braden Wilson Stout Vessel. And shout outs to our coaches, head coach Derek Games Grum, and our Overwatch coach Bailey Matheny Argo. Let me go over a couple of quick announcements. So next Tuesday is going to be our second application night. So this is for our prospective students who are interested in Marietta College Esports and Marietta College in general, and maybe they have not applied for admission yet. You can come to our Discord server at bit.ly/PioDiscord at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Now, keep in mind that Daylight Savings Time kicks in on Sunday, so it is going to be. So make sure you set your clocks accordingly, because you're going to lose an hour of sleep. But it'll be 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. So join us there. We'll have a representative from our admissions department to go over the application process, and then we'll play some Jackbox games afterwards and have some fun. So please be sure to join us for that. Speaking of recruiting, we're always looking for more students for our esports program. We have Fortnite, Overwatch 2, Valorant, League of Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, and Super Smash Bros. And while we do have quite a few for our Fortnite, Overwatch 2, and Valorant teams, we will never turn down way more because maybe we can get some Academy teams up and running, but we can definitely look for more for League of Legends, Siege, Rocket League, and Smash Brothers. So for more information, you can go to our link tree, linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. Along with that, if you are interested and you're a high school senior or a college transfer, we can give you scholarships.
Exactly. Scholarships, baby.
Yes, so
Free money.
yeah, I mean, yeah, all you gotta do is just try out. We have in-person online tryouts. Our last in-person tryout is going to be on Saturday, March 29th during our navy blue and white day. So if you're going to be coming to that, you can try out while you're here. Well, a lot of the prospective students have been doing online tryouts where we can schedule time at your convenience. I think earlier today we had a Valorant tryout.
Yes, we did.
Went very well. So
Yes, we
you
did.
just got to fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/mcrecruit. And then schedule the tryout by going to bit.ly/MC Esport Tryout. Yes, they're two separate forms. I would love to put them all together as one, but right now it's two forms. And then, once again, you can join our Discord server at bit.ly/Pio Discord. And then we can set up the tryouts, see how things go, and if things go well, we can tell our admissions department that we want to give you a scholarship to come to Marietta College to play video games. Where was this when I was a college student?
Ah, yay.
Yeah, we didn't have those kind of scholarships.
Hey, come on, man. Stop being salty. It's a
Hey.
bit of a skill issue.
Hey, I had skill back then. Thank you very much.
You were playing World of Warcraft, so I guess
And-
that does take skill and brains.
Yeah, and it just didn't give scholarship. They don't give scholarships well, unfortunately. But all right, and then of course, thank you all for your support. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. It is one of the ways that we try to generate revenue to help provide opportunities for our students. So as a reminder that we have this wonderful thing called Prime Gaming, where if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can connect it to your Twitch account for free. And then it gives you Prime Gaming, which gives you all sorts of perks, such as free games. Although I have to check to see what games are available right now.
They banned, that was just a message in the chat there. They are banning control maps as we speak. Lijiang Tower, I believe, is the first ban.
Okay, so
Something that Marietta plays a lot.
yeah, I think that's why they banned it, because they know
Targeted
that-
ban. Yeah, this is what we call a targeted ban, everybody.
Okay, so we don't know what they're playing just yet. All right, but back to Prime Gaming. You can get free games, but you also get a free sub that you can use every 30 days in any channel of your choice, like ours.
My God.
And then you can basically support our program for free. You get the emotes that you see on your screen for free. We're even adding animated emotes. So we already got a couple on there. All you gotta do is subscribe, and then you can express those emotions, those let's goes, those oops, those rips, those pongs, those hypes. You can express all that by subscribing to our channel at no cost to you with Prime Gaming. But it does look like Oasis is going to be the map.
The first map, Oasis here, a best of 5 series being the way that it is.
Make sure I have everything good on my end. Okay, that looks...
And they're
pretty good.
going to go Oasis Evening as well.
Okay.
They do ban, yeah, Oasis Evening, and it looks like University of Akron doesn't care which side that they're going to be on.
Yeah, usually with Control, it's not as big of a deal compared to like
I'll push back.
Hybrid or Escort. Even put like... Honestly, the only ones where you have like offense and defensive sides, because usually if you have a choice on side, you would try to start on defense just to try to set up that win condition going into the second round. But for Control, push, Flashpoint, it really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter which side, because you both are going to go crash on the same side. Or the same point, rather.
All right. Yeah, we're still waiting for everyone to be ready. So if you haven't subscribed, this is the perfect time to subscribe to our
Exactly.
Twitch channel if you haven't done so. I know yesterday I checked to see that my Prime Gaming sub expired, so I had to go ahead and renew that Prime Gaming subscription. I believe it did say that it's my 61st subscription to the channel. I have been doing this for a couple of years.
61 subscriptions and counting, man.
Yep. So you guys can also help with that. But all right, I will mention, I'm not going to throw up the schedule for the matches for the coming week because we are doing a lot of reschedules due to spring break. But it is looking like that last week that we come back is the final week of the regular season, and it's going to be pretty jam-packed. So, in fact, actually, I lied. I am going to pull up the Overwatch schedule. Okay, because here's why. Because the next Overwatch match is going to be Sunday, March 16th. The Sunday before we come back from spring break. And that's because Overwatch was supposed to play Alabama Huntsville a couple weeks ago, but there was an issue with their facilities, so they had to wait a couple weeks. So that match is going to be Sunday the 16th, and then Overwatch will finish their season by playing against Shenandoah on March 21st at 8 o'clock. Now, there's still playoff potential, so it might not be done yet, but that will be the last regular season match for the Overwatch team. So after tonight, they have 2 more games, and then we'll see how that goes into the playoffs. And it looks like we're getting things started. Were we on blue or red?
We're on the left.
We're on blue side. Okay, so let's get things here underway as we get set up for Oasis. As I get my bearings, there's the point that's going to be controlled.
Control point. Portal Runner Stout, OP Knees, Juggernaut, and E-Kid Lunar. The players from Marietta, players who have played a very, very explosive game. I was watching one of the one of the placement matches, and oh my gosh, I have never seen an enemy team melt as quickly as they have. And we're gonna see Portal Runner on his signature Genji, Stout running that Sojourn that we all know and love. OPN's running Winston here, Jug, and he can lure the supports, playing the ones that they know and love. Kiriko and Juno here.
Yeah, they love playing that combination. I will note, just because of spring break, Portal Runner is already playing from home, so we are not going to have a camera view for him, and I was tweaking some stuff to try to get a photo up, and I don't know how well it's going to work. It looks like we might have some other camera issues, so we might take care of some technical difficulties.
Here we go. OP Knees already on this point, poking with that Tesla cannon. Juggernaut just doing whatever he can, using those knives, and he get Lunar with that Juno, just trying to keep his team alive here. And OP Knees gonna go in and dive and force the Ana to use her biotic grenade early. And Portal half health. OP Knees and Portal Runner is down. OP Knees has to back off to avoid staggering his team. Because this game uses respawn waves, sometimes it is the better option to just back off.
Well, what happened there was a lot of people were dropping, so they had to reset the fight.
They give up point here to University of Akron as well. Stout Vessel's starting to go in. Ekin Lunar already at 42% on his ult, 45% on his ult. OP Knees already on 40%. That ult coming out, and he does get antied here. And he's just gonna get jumped, and he's gonna get out of there. Portal Runner finishing up the damage there, getting 2. And now I think we're gonna see a third here as Portal Runner does attempt to go in. OP Knees diving, and he's gonna get one. Diving in, getting one. The reflection blade only gonna reflect one. Now that guy's gonna back, and now that Ramachu's gonna back up. OP Knees in the thick of it right now. Just an all-out brawl from him, and Marietta takes control of the point. 10% and counting. Egan Lunar's Orbital Ray coming online. So ult's coming online for Marietta here, as OP Knees is 95% on ult as well.
You know, so listen a little bit to their comms yesterday during the match, since we were not streaming it, and for every single fight, they're always keeping track of what ults Akron is using, what ults they have available, and trying to come up with some type of combination. So we might see that orbital coming out, but it looks like they're going to hang on to it.
Hanging on to the point here, contesting 2 people on the point, and it's that Venture. OP Knees and Juggernaut taking care of business here, and he does have Primal Rage. Will he pop that Primal? He is not gonna go. He is not gonna become Angie, as they say.
Yeah, he doesn't need
on the Overwatch team. Just using that right-click ult fire to tap.
And shoutouts to Juggernaut, just being able to pick out 2 players himself. Usually you don't see supports getting those picks, but getting those to be able to win the fight. Now they have 4 ultimates online, almost 5, at 60% in the point, but we're seeing quite a few ultimates being available. Yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of Qs being pressed in this next fight.
A certified Valorant moment. 3 or 4 ults coming out. We have both overclocks. Kitsune's off from Juggernaut. Suffer as they have as a nano and the ult coming out there from Ramatra. And yeah, it's just gonna be a team wipe as OPNees very, very smartly and rightly jumps off the map to reset with his team so they do not get staggered.
Yeah, we saw they actually popped. Akron popped 3 of their ultimates to win that fight. So after the Kitsune popped and they realized all those ults are popped, they realized there's no point in trying to pop anything else. Let's just take the loss, reset, and now they're going to come in with a 3 ult advantage compared to Akron. So I would expect OPNees to pop that Primal Rage.
Take that ult and reset is true. Matt, as we see 2 coming out, the Ray Blade, as I'm going to call it the Ray Blade, Nano Blade, but now we run in Ray Blade here. This ends now, overclock from the enemy team, and Porter Runner stares that soldier down with the Reflection Blade. Come on, I dare you, he's saying. OPNees and Stout, the only 2 with ults left.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a
93% here on the ult. This ends now. Now it's Marietta's turn to fire back. Point and click adventure, as I like to call it. Getting 1. Will he get it? Oh, he's just gonna barely miss it. But I don't think OPNees is gonna have to use the primal. He may, as it does give him a full heal. He is holding down this point, contesting out his own, and OPNees is gonna get 1.
He's got to just get through that shield.
Does he have 1 million health? Does he have 1 million health, everybody? And he will! He will have 1 million health, popping Primal Rage, keeping that Ramatra in the air, keeping them off the point, giving them no time. A dominant hold from OPNees.
Alright, I'm going to see if we can fix Stout Vessel's camera real quick, and because we're having some issues there.
Holy cow! Just a brawl on the point, and OPNees, does he have 1 million health? Part 2, taking a sip of that water there. You earned it, my brother. You earned it. What a great hold from Marietta. Ults were used and spent. And we're going to see a swap to Kitty Cove on the side of University of Akron as this preparation phase to attack allows me a chance to catch my breath. Whew. You wouldn't think it. Casting takes a lot out of a person. And, welcome back.
All right, well, we're just trying to reset his OBS, but I don't think... Oh, it is now working, so I think we're going to have Stout Vessel
on the camera. Here. Yes.
There we go. We got him.
We have Stout Vessel. OPNees is already engaging 5% on that ult. Right now, 10% on that ult, half HP. And now Jug and Ekin and Lunar just trying to sustain him as much as he can. OPNees in the thick of it. He plays a very aggressive play style with that Winston. Thank you. Forgot the name of the hero there for a second. Cooldown's coming back online. His leap and his shield. Gonna leap in. Gonna go for the supports. Isolating the supports. He's gonna get 1, and Ekin Lunar gonna get the other with the orbital. Oh my God, what are they called? Salvos.
Yeah, usually if you get those supports down, you potentially win the fight because there's just no way you're gonna get healed back up.
A team wipe, kind of. A technical team wipe as the Ramatra was forced to back off. So the only casualty in that fight was Lunar falling to Sunwolf.
Yeah, he's coming right back, but
Lunar coming back as quick as he can. Juggernaut just hanging out on top, having high ground. Don't give up high ground if you can help it. And now they're gonna start going in. Stout very much in critical condition, but he will get out alive as he's being chased down. Stealth does fall to Senya. And now OPNees back in the thick of it, already going to work, getting 1. Primal Rage ready again. That man has had almost every time I've looked down at his screen. Great job there. And now that Reaper getting in. Not a lot of damage with that Tesla cannon, but the kill box being set up here. Leaping up, and he's going to take high ground. They are on objective here. He's going to touch at the very last second to keep that point in Marietta's favor. Portal Runner going to work. Getting 1. He is the definition of what I like to call the kill dash. He gets 1, gets out. Resetting the blade. Primal being popped here by OPNees. And now just staring it down, telling them, I dare you, getting 1, getting 2 with the ult. This man is just OP. No one can stop him. And now he's going to take down the Ramatra, as that Ramatra does try.
He gets away.
Yeah, he gets away, but not without a little bit of damage. A Stout coming in with a cross mapper. See you later. He's playing the sniper right now, man. Like I said, point and click adventure. You pick Soldier and you turn this game into a point and click adventure. And Stout, certainly an aim improvement, mechanical improvement from last year.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say, like, Stout has definitely stepped up over the year, and we're just seeing his play improving. We're seeing a couple ults coming out there.
Million health from the sound barrier and the Kitsune, and I think we're going to see multiple ults, but Stout is going to deny the Deadeye very quickly here. And now Juggernaut popping that. Are we going to see a die there coming out? It's Suffer as they have Stout and Lunar, Stout and Portal still the only ones with ults. And we're going to see Lunar's popping the Ray Blade coming right back out here. He gets 1, 2, and he's going to get 3. It's going to be a team wipe for Marietta to hold the line. 2 and 0. Wow. It's like the last match didn't even happen. They just were just like, what happened last match? Put it behind them. Who will get it? OPNs, of course. With the play of the game here. Is it going to be that? It will be this final round. Getting 1, getting 2. Getting 2, getting 3. Getting 2 actually there. But holy cow.
Yeah, they're setting up the play there, but a great job by the Pioneers getting that 2-0 win over Akron. And just, like, aside from that first fight on the first round of Oasis, it was, okay, I take back. There were 2 fights that Akron won on the first round of Oasis, but other than that, it's been all Marietta.
The aggressiveness that they're playing with, that is what they were missing in the last match. Just that on-point communication. Even though Portal is not here in person, he's still talking, he's still doing what he's doing. Stout still stepping up, and Lunar and Jug just, they're healing, they're sustained, it cannot be understated. And then of course, OP Knees, just, that man is just OP.
Yeah, and I think part of it is too, is that you're using a somewhat different composition from what they were playing yesterday. They were focusing a lot on a Zarya composition, because it was kind of like a mirror match against Robert Morse, but it was not being as effective. In fact, when OPNE swapped to Doomfist at one point, he was able to really get in the back lines. And I think that's what is working well for the Pioneers, is getting to those back lines, taking down those supports, and shutting them down first.
Exactly.
And then at that point,
shutting things down before it begins. And of course, Marietta was up in that alt economy that I keep talking about. The hybrid, it will be the next map, but they always had at least 1 or 2 alts. When Akron had 5 ults, I started to get scared because I thought they were going to chain ult. They had the ability to chain ult, but good job on Stout. Heads up play to take out the Deadeye first and foremost, because if he can get that off, no, that's like 3. That's aimbot 3 in the head.
I agree. Especially with where the Pioneers are positioned, he definitely would have gotten those kills.
He would have gotten it. Yeah.
We were just talking before during the game, just how much Stout Vessel has improved throughout the year, and just his aim skills and just being able to essentially click heads has been very effective. So that Sojourn is just exactly what he needs.
Exactly.
All right.
But obviously great to have Portal back here. He was overseas last semester, came back. I don't know what they taught him over there, but holy cow, he came back better than ever.
Well, Portal's always been an amazing player. You should just see those Dragon Blades, especially combined with like a Nano Blade. It is just
Nano Blade. The last time I casted one of these, I got the liberty to cast a Portal Nano Blade, but this time it's going to be, I think we're coining a new term here, a Ray Blade. I think that orbital ray always being used in tandem with that blade.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be King's Row, so we're going to go ahead and update our map settings.
King's Row, I believe, is the next map, or is that the... No, yep, that is the next map.
Because I think Marietta banned something. If we take a look at the chat here real quick. They banned Blizzard. After last night...
I said no to Blizzard World.
No, because Blizzard World is definitely not their map.
No. Yeah. No, even it's like every single team has that one map. For Valorant, I believe it's Haven this year, and second is Bind, but it's always that one map.
One thing that Marietta's got to be careful with is yesterday when they played against Robert Morris, they won the control map 2-0, and then Robert Morris took the next map. They took I think it was Junkertown, and then they took Push. So then Marietta was their backs against the walls. They had to win Flashpoint to be able to get to.
They had
to get to hybrid. So Marietta has to be careful here not to get overconfident. I think what happened yesterday is after that 2-0 win, they got overconfident, started making mistakes, and then Robert Morris was able to capitalize on it. So hopefully Marietta learned that lesson here, because now they're up 2-0 again. Yeah. And as long as they don't get overconfident and don't make mistakes, then they can hopefully try to clean sweep this. Otherwise, they may give Akron a chance to get back into it.
Yeah, like you said that one time with our Valorant match, give them a centimeter, they will take a mile. I think that's what you said.
I think it was an inch, but close enough. It's the same analogy.
Close enough.
Yeah, but the point is you cannot let up. You cannot be complacent. You cannot let your guard down. You have to keep pushing forward. You have to keep doing your fundamentals. You have to do what you're supposed to do. If you start slacking off, you start making mistakes, that's where
we're gonna happen. Yeah, we're gonna get a special version of Kings Row here. Winter Argo saying no. He just said no.
No, that's not the version they asked for. Sorry, I mean
a little bit of tomfoolery.
We're done with snow, okay? Let's get to
it's
spring.
Still snowing. Ohio can't make up its mind.
I don't care. I'm done with snow. Let's get to spring. Let's get that over with. I don't want to see any more snow.
Argo got cold for Christmas. Is great. A little bit of tomfoolery, friendly banter going on in the chat here. Obviously, in both in game and the stream chat. Shout out to X Metal Mouth. You've been here this whole week.
Yeah, too bad. I mean, I know you guys aren't seeing the chat right now, but it is kind of funny to watch. But we'll go over a couple of things while we're waiting to get set up for this game. I think they're going to be starting up soon, so we won't go to a break. But we were talking about some schedules earlier and how Overwatch has a couple more games left. But let's talk about some of the other titles as well. So let's talk about Valorant for a second here. So as far as I'm aware with your guys' schedule, so you have 2 more matches. Mm-hmm. So right now your match with Mount Vernon Nazarene, that has been rescheduled. Okay. So you guys are going to be playing the Tuesday we come back from break. I want to say it's like either 8 or 8:30. I have to double check with Derek on that. Actually, I think he messaged me earlier about it. Okay.
But obviously we are ready for that. And then the
Maryland match is going to be rescheduled.
The Maryland match.
Yeah, so you guys are playing Mount Vernon Nazarene, not next week, but Monday at 8 o'clock when we come back. And then we're still trying to figure out the Maryland match. It looks like it is going to be the holiday version of Kings Row. We are getting snow after all, even though I don't want snow, but we're going to get snow. So if you guys were hoping for a little festive cheer, I got good news for you.
In the middle of March.
If you're like me and sick and tired of snow, I'm sorry.
Welcome to the tomfoolery of Overwatch 2. But you wouldn't think it that this team though. I was talking to actually OP Knees this morning at breakfast. I asked him. Woke up this morning because I was very upset that the last game wasn't streamed, but Rocket League took precedence. And I asked him, hey, how'd that game go? I look at social media and I see, ooh. So I talked to him. He's like, we just made a lot of small mistakes that added up in the end. And I was like, so what are you guys doing to fix it? He's like, he put his coffee cup down. He took a sip, put his coffee cup down, looked me dead in the eye and said, we're just not going to lose. And I stared at him and I'm like, yeah. He gave me one of those looks that just make you go, okay.
It's one of those, I was listening to him and trying to watch a little bit from a distance. It really is about the little things. Mm-hmm. A lot of times with these matchups, it comes down to who makes the least mistakes.
Exactly, the least mistakes, obviously. But we're going to see a very, very much an interesting lineup here. Sunwolf on that Widowmaker, so they are going to have to be careful of that possibility of a sniper. Yeah, Sunwolf is just playing from spawn, trying to peek out. Sniper versus sniper, and Juggernaut on the Baptiste. Ekin Lunar on Juno, and getting back there, obviously. OP Knees on Ramacho, we just talked about him, and Portal on his signature Genji. I don't think he's swapped off of Genji. But on the side of Akron, Stout Vessel again. We were talking about him a lot during that small break. Already going to work, getting 1, getting out, and getting 2 with help from Ekin Lunar. Ekin Lunar taking down the tank. Who said that supports were only supposed to be medics there? I mean, Juggernaut got to play the game. Battle medic.
Yeah, and as far as we know right now, hero bans are not going to be a thing in Collegiate, so they're going to keep playing what they want to play.
Exactly. 40% to 50% on ults already. Stout Vessel in the thick of it, taking a few shots, going to go back here. And what will he do now? Just jiggling 50% on the alt chart, using that area denial. The kill box has been set up for Marietta. So anybody who steps inside that box will get it. Are they blind? Can they just not see Stout? Can they just not see the red marks on their screen? As he does get a lot of value from that. And just the sustain. Again, Juggernaut and Ekin Lunar. Just the amount of sustain that Baptiste has. Already at 99%, he has the window ready to go. The window is ready to go. Juggernaut gonna get jumped though. I think OP Knees is gonna try to do everything he can. Yeah, he's just gonna press W, try to do what he can, but he will get taken down.
Yeah, he was the only one remaining because Akron was able to take down several of the others, and OP Knees was gonna try to do everything he can to stay alive. But right now it's just a matter of eating the clock. But Akron will take the point. Not a huge concern. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. We see that Juggernaut does have his ultimate ready. Portal Run to Stout. Actually, the rest of the Pioneers are just about good to go.
90.
And one thing we haven't talked about are the perks, and I don't really have a great way of seeing who's got what perks.
I talked to OP Knees whenever the perks came out, and he's like, yeah, no, they don't show up in the they don't show up. But I do know that one. Soldier does have an extra 15 in the clip for Stout Vessel. Suffer as we have Paris. Oh jeez, OP. It's an explosive play from Akron. Puts Marietta in the ground there, but we do have a 4 ults from coming out from Akron. As you see, Obini's there, kind of thinking, how are we gonna come back here? Obviously, I believe he's the IGL in game leader. This perk for Ekin Lunar allows those little salvos before to lock on to friendly targets 35% faster. So just a lot faster, which means a lot more sustain. Here. Yeah, doing a job very, very cleanly, very, very nicely. Portal in the air, blocking things. Not gonna really get much. And there we go. Oh, that is huge. Getting 4 locks. Go time here for Stout. Stout already putting that all to good use. Getting 1. Won't get another one, but he does have 100 on the charge. And I believe Marietta will hold strong here. Although I may have called that just a tad early. Stout getting another. Still, PD is getting a 3rd, and it's gonna force Sunwolf and Chumpy to get off, but they're not going to. Sunwolf taken down by OP Knees.
Yeah, just great hold there, getting a little bit of damage, but shoutouts again to Ekin Lunar with that perk to be able to get that topped off. But Stout Vessel with that ultimate, picking off people, and OP Knees to be able to chase it out and clean up.
Yeah, and you get another perk here. This one allows for randomly for 6 pellets to be thrown out from Ramatra's primary fire. Yes, that is right. 6 pellets. So if you're close enough and that thing comes out and all of them hit, that is what we call a shotgun, my good friends. And now there will be Portal Runner popping the blade. Again, those blades are so iconic to this program. Excuse me, my voice is dying. Speaking of dying, Sunwolf is out. And now OPEs will pop. We'll pop this. He's gonna get 1. Lunar taking down the Lucio with those salvos again. And OP Knees going off. OP Knees just ora, getting 3. Ouch, just a little bit of a JoJo reference in there.
Yeah, he just loves to be able to swap to the other form and just start punching around, but it is working for him right now. I was really interested about the Ramatra pick because I haven't seen him play it too much, but he seems very comfortable with it, especially on King's Row. Yeah. But just able to get those plays set up. Now, we do see 3 ultimates ready for Akron, so I would expect to see their King ultimate coming out.
Annihilation, Coalescence, and Overclock. And now we're going to see an ult being popped. Coalescence taking him down. Both supports are out. And OP Knees is doing all he can to stay alive. And now Stout and Portal are the only ones alive. And Stout going to go to work. Stout going to go to work here, trying to stay ahead of this. Just doing as much damage as he can now. It's only Portal left to stand. Portal not falling, not buckling, holding on to this point as long as he can. And it gives Marietta enough time, stalling till a minute on the clock. And now Portal just gonna back off, take a little bit of a break, maybe, take his hand off the mouse, but, all come to orbit. Obini's has Annihilation again. Will this be popped? Yes, this will be popped. A Dragon Blade being popped as well. Ults coming out from both sides. Suffer as he has, and they will suffer. Falling. 1 falls, 2 falls, and 3 falls. Ora. Can he get the 4th?
Yeah, just trying to chase down this Genji.
This Genji has nowhere to go, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. There can be only one Genji. Come on, Portal. Come on, Portal. Portal will take it out. Win the one. Prove that he is the better Genji. Ora, and Stout gonna take it down.
Yeah, that's a huge
That is a team wipe from Marietta to stop the payload, holding firm at 109 meters.
Yeah, that's huge. Just is denying him that second point because that would have given it more time on the clock and give him more chance to get to that third leg of the map. But the fact that they held him to that point is very good by the Pioneers.
Exactly. OP knees here through these walls. Just the energy is palpable right now. Just look at how much that was to that point.
Yeah.
Legitimately, probably the length of my hand. That is such a good hold from Marietta. And you know, they have done this before, but wow. Every time I watch them play, something new and exciting always happens.
Yeah, and I think the critical part with that was when Portal Runner was by himself.
Yeah,
like he
just held.
He stood back, and staying alive was crucial so he can get hit back up. If he got staggered at that point, I honestly don't know if Marietta would have been able to hold. So the fact that Portal Runner recognized, okay, I'm low, I need to step back, wait for my team, is what allowed him to stay in that fight, and that made the world of a difference.
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Marietta's comp not changing. The only change here and lineup will be, we will see a Junkrat here. A little bit of pre-match shenanigans, the wall running. Muda, muda, muda. Yeah, there it is. Fellow JoJo fan in chat. Here we go. Now, speaking of it, the stand jokes have been overused, but okay, here we go. Stout Vessel engaging, Marietta engaging, trying to stay out of that. Trying to stay out of that little bit of a kill box. Juggernaut doing his job, keeping OP knees alive, and now Ekin Lunar in critical condition, but he will not be for long. The round of healing, in the words of Baptiste. All over, and he's gonna just go straight in. He's gonna get jumped from all different angles here, but look at that. His health never dipped below 100. Just again, the impact of those supports, and he will be trapped and get taken down. Stout and OP knees falling, and I think Jug and Ekin Lunar, along with Portal Runner, are just gonna fall back. A good smart decision to not die here. Yeah, and now Portal just right there, just trying to, taking a shot to the face from that. Those bombs from the Junkrat are really keeping them out of this fight for now. But 62, about the average alt charge here being 50 for Marietta, and he's gonna fly right in, and that's a lot of locks on the salvos. An immortality field going out. Lunar getting the first perk, and now Stout gonna take one down. I think he may just be out of range of OP knees. Jug is gonna grab alt here. Jug has alt. Lunar, a 2-off ult. OP knees has ult. Annihilation, Amplification Matrix, and Orbital Ray. All there. He's going to try to keep this going for as much as he can. The tire goes, and Marietta holds. The tire goes, will Marietta hold? Another needed JoJo reference there, which will not be said, unfortunately. And OP knees going to take down Para-Casual.
Yeah, just taking down that tire was absolutely huge for Marietta because they were all grouped up, so being able to catch it immediately and take him out too.
It almost felt like a panic ult on the side of University of Akron. And now I believe Stout is going to be what the Overwatch team likes to call the payload princess. One person just staying on that payload to keep it going. Although I think we're going to see more than one person on that payload. And Juggernaut going to be using the Amplification Matrix. Are we going to see another Ray Blade here? Possibility of ult starting to come out. Jug, the only one who's using his ult. A Blade being going out there. Gonna get one with the help. Juggernaut falling to the Blade. It's Blade versus Blade. Who will come out on top? And it will be Marietta. All the team compiling on there. But Juggernaut and Lunar are down. So it is gonna force Stout and OP knees to get out of there and just stay alive as long as they can.
Yeah, they're just gonna fall back, get healed up. I mean, they made some strides, but they're just have to fall back, regroup. But they got about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, but they still have a little bit of ways to go, so hopefully they can get the momentum.
A little bit of a long hike here.
But they do have those
payload.
ults. You said earlier they have the Annihilation ready to go. Orbital Array can be popped at any time. Stout Vessel's got his ultimate, so we're going to see if they start popping something in this next fight.
And Lunar taking a huge shot there. It's go time. Stout using the overclock. Just gonna go fight, but he will lose his one. Maybe overextend it a little bit. And are we gonna see one ult gonna be used? And yeah, no, it's gonna be OP Knees and Ekin and Lunar gonna get down. How about a battle medic right there? He is not just your healer, and he's gonna get another one. We'll get two. He's gonna get two with the help of OP Knees. And OP Knees gonna finish off. Ora, just that entire exchange happened so quickly. Speaking of dying, my voice is dying.
Yeah.
Lunar still is holding on to that ult. I think Lunar is going to wait until they get to the very last second to make one final push, because all they have to do is get the next point and they win. They win this.
And they're very close to it, too.
Yeah, he's going to use it. He's seeing that. Great job there. And he will just keep that on the ground, keep it going, keep the momentum rolling. 3 meters away. Now Stout coming as fast as humanly possible. The payload being pushed back to 4. Marietta being pushed back to 4. The Rip Tire coming out there, trying to catch it before it can explode. And he's gonna get it. Stout Vessel using the railgun charge to get it. Clutch there from him. Very clutch. Now 4 meters has turned into a few extra meters, as it is 105 to 109. The immortality field being popped there, and now it's going to be a one-on-one in the side of Portal Runner. Portal Runner trying all he can to do. It's now Stout and OP Knees. OP Knees falls. Lunar falls.
Yeah, they're going to try to fall back and just prevent a stagger. Portal Runner is very low, but he's going to get out and get healed up. But Maria's going to group up. They got him at minute 18, still plenty of time. OP Knees about to have Annihilation ready. Portal Runner's almost got his Dragon Blade up. So I think they still have time for a couple fights and just that last push. Although that payload is starting to move back, so they are going to have to press forward. But one good fight will take the map for them.
The Amplification Matrix online for Marietta as well. Portal on there. OP Knees already getting in, regenerating, 90% on the blade. Annihilation is ready. The Amplification Matrix being popped here. Suffer as they have. How about suffering? Yeah, OP Knees will tell them the same thing. How about right back at you, suffering? The blade coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting 1, getting 2, almost getting 3. But it will be just enough to keep Akron off the point. Getting 3. OP Knees and Portal Runner combining for the final 2. And now it's a mad sprint from the side of Akron, and they will get it, taking the map 2-1.
Yeah, just great coordination there at the end for just utilizing their ults properly. And Portal Runner waiting for the right time.
Again, OP Knees play the game.
Yeah, waiting for the right time to pop that ultimate in to finish off
swag.
Yeah, to finish off that Ramantra and just be able to move the payload into position.
Having a little bit of fun on the camera. We see you, man. We see OP Knees. It's just singing a little bit there.
Yeah.
Marietta going up 2-0 is match point here. That happened so quickly. I don't know how I kept up.
Yeah, it's just, that's the thing about this game, is there's so much that is always going on. There's not really a time to break, so I can understand why your voice may be cutting out a little bit.
You know, caster's job. It comes with the territory.
Yes, it does. We have to be very resilient with our vocal cords. But you're doing great, by the way.
I always love it.
All right, so we're going to get things set up for the third map, I believe. I can't remember if...
I know it's
push.
hybrid.
Well, they just did hybrid.
Okay, so it might be a push then.
Yeah, I can't remember if they have a choice between...
Flashpoint is 4th.
Yeah, what I couldn't remember is if they can choose between Flashpoint or push on the map 3. That's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But we are going to wait to see. I don't know if they're going to take a break because it is match point for the Pioneers. So I would think that Akron may want to take a break.
Maybe a little bit of a timeout there.
But I'll tell you what, maybe we'll just take a quick break to give our vocal, at least give your vocal voice, because I haven't done a lot of talking myself. But we're going to take a quick breather as we get things set up for the next map. It'll probably be just a minute or two, but we'll take that mini break, so don't go away. We'll be back with map 3. Pioneers are at match point. All right, and welcome back. It is going to be Coliseo. I want to make sure I'm saying it correct.
Coliseo, yes, it is Coliseo.
Ready checks are coming in. It is going to be match point for the Pioneers. So if you think that Marietta can 3-0 the University of Akron,
Yes.
show that
rivals, a little bit of bad blood.
show that enthusiasm in the chat to see if we can take down a D1 school here. But everyone does say they're ready, so we should be here any second now. I'm just waiting for them to hit the start button.
Obviously,
there
going
they go.
in. OPNE is saying going in here. Obviously, I said hi to the team on that little break, just congratulating them on what they're doing. Star Vessel insta-locking there a little bit. Gonna hop off that.
But you can tell spirits are very high for the Pioneers.
Yeah, they're having fun.
They realize that they're playing the game they want to play. And that was kind of the challenge that they were having yesterday, is it just felt like they were not able to play their game. But they are doing so today.
They're doing so today. Very good synergy. Very great use of ults and util. And just insane.
So the question is going to be, what composition will the Pioneers come out with? Because... I mean, it could be the Ramach again, or are they got to go with the Winston? Will they do something different?
It's going to be the Ramatra. If it ain't broke, don't fix it on the side of Marietta. We're going to see an interesting composition from almost mirrored, the only change being that Diva.
Yeah.
A mirror matchup here. Speaking of mirror matchups.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it seems like Akron's trying to use what Marietta is doing. And I think that was kind of like what Marietta was doing yesterday against Robert Morris, where they were trying to use the same composition that Robert Morris was playing.
Yep.
But Marietta's going to go with what works for them. We'll see.
In the front lines. Yeah.
So really, it will come down to that Ramatra Diva matchup. So we'll see if Marietta can keep that Diva in check.
Yeah, that Diva is huge. I had played Ramatra on PC, and that Diva can be a headache for any tank, for any player who uses projectiles. Pretty much anybody. Just as if she has that defense matrix up, you can't play the game, obviously. And now they are waiting to see if they have to get that Diva out and that little Diva out. But Portal Runner and OPNE is already going to work here. We said that name a lot. We've said those names a lot. Stout already going to work with the help of 3 people on the team, on Marietta's team. And now the robot will start to get pushed 10, 11 meters.
Well, I just realized I have to correct myself, because Juggernaut played Baptiste a lot in King's Row, but he's going back to the Kiriko from the first map. But still, very effective combination with Ekit Lunar on the Juno.
Yeah, obviously Juno, the amount of healing that by the way, hit scan, Medi Blaster has. Yes, it is hit scan. It can sustain a lot. The sustainability of Juno cannot be understated. And only going to get 1 on that salvo, but now OPNE's diving in to get 1. Chuppy falling. Who will be the next to first to fall is Chuppy. Who will be the next to fall? Portal Runner will be the next to fall. Perhaps got a little too overzealous, a little bit of aggression there, but he will fall back. Not going to hurt the Pioneers too much. As that payload, robot will be pushed 37 meters, 38 meters, 39, passing the 41 meter mark. OPNE staying on that payload, and it will go back in favor of Akron. And I think Marietta is going to start to fall back.
Yeah, I mean, they lost 2, so they just need to fall back a little bit and regroup. OPNE takes it, has to swap. But
just popping that Nemesis form to get that extra health and backing out. What great game sense, what a great heads-up play from him as well. And obviously the alt economy. How's it looking? Juggernaut already striking gold here. The Kitsune Rush is ready. The Kitsune Rush will be spent, as that will be starting in. And now the Annihilation will also be sent along with the gigantic explosion. And yeah, fun fact about Ramatra, the Nemesis form can block that, even with all the nerfs. You can stand there and just tank it, and you will tank that. Portal Runner and Stout online. We're gonna have to come up with this, an Overclock Blade. Coming up with move names on the spot here.
Overblade?
Overblade, there we go. Overblade. When we see that alt combination come out, we've already seen Rayblade. And there will be a counter alt there. and OPNees, I believe, taking one down. OPNees getting another. Lunar getting the mech out. Portal getting Baby Diva. And yeah, Para Casual, he's gonna just throw them back at him saying, hello, counter negated. Portal Runner with the melee to take out the Sojourn.
Yeah, just great job there by the Pirates. Even with Paracasual popping that Dragon Blade, Marietta was still able to get quite a few picks. They lost a few, but kudos to OPDs and Portal Runner to be able to get those picks they needed to.
The only people they need, 66. The forward spawn is now active for Marietta. So I believe, yes. And now, yeah, now they will back off. Just to regroup here. The Genji in there already. Starting to go. Oh, welcome to Orbit. Ekin Lunar popping. Orbital, maybe a little bit of a miscue on the ult there, not exactly getting OP knees, although I don't know if that's exactly what he wanted. Portal in critical condition, and he will save it. Genji is saved by Portal Runner. Always love to see that message as a support player. It means you're doing your job. That's it, sentence. Now Stout Vessel popping the overclock. Ult slowly being used here, trying to make something happen. Portal taking a huge shot. But we'll still be alive, saving that blade for something special. Maybe a last-minute push, maybe a last-minute bit of aggression. And Juggernaut, Nikin, and Lunar down. Both supports are down. So now it's going to force South Vessel and Portal Runner to get out before they will...
Yeah, they're just going to fall back, regroup. As I said, they have the two ultimates ready to go. And even though right now Akron has the bot, still has a bit of way to push before getting the lead. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remain. We're already close to about the halfway point in this map.
Yep, 66 meters and 36 meters apiece. 40%, yes. Thank you, Juggernaut. Thank you, Kitty Co. We're going to lose the lead soon is what he said. And that is true. 50 meters on the robot. And now Juggernaut gonna start getting one. And now Portal going in with that blade. We've already seen him with a lot of, just getting Wombo comboed, and Sunwolf getting two. But Will Knees will get one and get the other, and get three with that all. Oda, talking about Oda there, and needed JoJo reference as well. Perk equipped. I believe that's, yep. And now, this is the other one from Lunar. His Meta Blaster can crit now. Critical hits, yes, you heard that correctly. Juno can now be a sniper. And now 4 ults online on the side of Akron. Overclock, Annihilation, Orbital Ray, and Kitsune Rush. Using that, Portal Runner taking a little bit of a shot there. Stout a little worse for the wear. Opinions, the Kitsune Rush will be spent by Juggernaut to try and keep them off this robot. And it will be Oda, just not going to be a lot there, and it will cause that Ramatro to have to back off there. Just huge. That is just huge for Marietta. And now they are going to get onto the robot here. 1 meter, 68. His forward spawn is active, and now they will be contested. Oof, Portal Runner barely dodging the hit scan railgun there. And now going back in, Stout Vessel on the top of his game now. He is on fire. He is charged up and ready to go. This ends now. All right, Stout, let's see it. And now Chuppy gonna use his ult. Sunwolf also gonna use his ult. The Orbital Ray combining to get him down. And now it's gonna be Lunar and Portal and just running for their lives to reset. Not get staggered, but he will fall. Lunar will fall.
Yeah, that is unfortunate because they are getting right back to pushing that
robot. Yeah, they are catching up to you guys. But don't panic. This is when you need. This is now more than ever. You have to stick to what worked and play as a team.
Yeah, because we do see that Akron's actually pretty close to taking the lead because Marietta has not been able to get very much progress lately.
Lunar also popping his ult as well. And OPNE is almost with the Annihilation. He will pop the Annihilation as a last-ditch attempt, but it won't be enough. However, this is huge. Now, Portal Runner is 88% to ult. Jug is almost 70% to ult. But look at the ult economy on the University of Akron. It is not in good shape. Almost none of them have it, and Akron will take the lead. in these last 2 minutes. 2 minutes remain. Obviously, both judos kind of going off here. Oh, he just says no to that. Uno, reverse that. That would be a clip if he can win this. Will he go for a blade here? Maybe he will go for a blade. I don't know if he will. No, I don't think he's going to go for a blade. Just watching this team fight play out. OP knees in critical condition. Just, oh my gosh, the amount of sustain and healing OP knees and Ekin Looter and Portal Runner combining for 3. Combining for 4. And Paracasual running scared. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Yeah, he's just getting out of there. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, so Marietta has a little bit of ground to cover, but minute 14, still plenty of time to retake the lead. And as I said, they have 2 ultimates ready, getting close to a third.
Yeah, they have a minute and 4. This is crunch time, people. And now we enter the final minute, 60 seconds remaining. The time crunch. The dragon becomes Portal Runner. And we have seen him go off. OP knees getting 1, getting 2. And he's saying, no, he can Looter. Combining with Juggernaut. And OP knees to take it down 81% on the robot, 84, 85 meters. And this would be huge if he can stop, if they can keep this lead. A 91%. OP knees and Portal Runner combining for the final 3. Will this be the backbreaker for Akron 100 meters? Will they go all the way?
Yeah, and they still have that Annihilation. Yeah, they have the ultimates ready.
The Annihilation of the orbital. Yeah. Gonna use, yeah. Will they go all the way?
They don't need to. They have the lead, so they just need to hang on right here.
But why not? Just for the memes, for the stream. Come on. For the content. Think about the content. Think about the views. Ekin Looter getting 1. OP knees getting 1. They will pop. Akron will pop in his last-ditch effort. Portal Runner and Ekin Looter. Overtime here. It's an overtime brawl on the point. And now ball ults will be spent, will be used. And it's the backbreaker. The backbreaker from Marietta. OP knees throwing hands for the backbreaker. That's a 3-0. A 3-0. Wow. G freaking G, fellas. And it's going to be OP knees all 3 play of the games. Throwing hands there on the camera. A little bit of boxing there. Yep. 1. He's just throwing hands. Throwing hands, getting 1, getting 2. That backbreak, a little bit of a head bop there. Getting 3. And wow.
So congratulations to the Pioneers on their 3-0 victory against Akron. We can see that they've definitely made adjustments from yesterday's match. And in just a very dominating fashion.
Shout outs to Akron, though. They kept it close. A fun game to cast. A fun game to watch. Just OP knees. All 3 play of the games. All 3 of them were on his tank. Throwing hands as Ramacho twice. You do not want to throw hands with him right now.
But, all right, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back, we will have a post-game interview with one of the players on the team. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Welcome back. The post-game interview with OP Knees. You know, a little bit of swag on the camera, throwing hands at the end there. 3-0.
Yep.
3-0. Y'all really turned it around after that last match. What adjustments were made in between the two matches that really helped?
The main adjustment was really calm. I think that was like a wake-up call for a lot of us. A lot of us, like, you know, we 3-0'd the first team, 3-0'd the second team in that doubleheader. We're feeling very confident. And we just, like, stopped calming. We stopped talking to each other. And since we didn't know what's going on in the game, we kind of just started to lose. Exactly. But now we cleaned up our comms. They still need work, but we made it better. So, you know, and that was it. Like, if we did the same thing that we did today, last night, it's another 3-0.
Yeah, it's another 3-0. Obviously, you were popping off all 3 plays of the game going in your favor, throwing hands at the end of there. Oda, 3 fall. But how about Juggernaut and Ekin Lunar? I noticed that in those moments, your health never went below 300.
In those moments, well, Ramatra is one of the tanks that you kind of just like hold right click and you kind of just stop taking damage. It's like, I forget if it's like a 60% or 80% damage reduction. I forget the exact amount, but it's a lot of damage reduction, especially when you have armor that stacks with your damage reduction. You kind of just like, the main goal for Ramatra is hold block and your supports heal you through it.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like one of those weird tank things. So hold block benefit.
They were really helpful in that. The sustain of Juno cannot be understated. What are your final thoughts on the match? Because dominating Oasis, then King's Row, then Coliseo.
Well, final thoughts on the map is that we need a full hold to King's Row. And we keep giving up first, so we need to work on our first on King's Row. And really we need to work on our escorts and hybrid maps just in general. Mm-hmm. It's not perfected yet. We're not 3-0ing completely. But
hey, a win is a win is a win. Anything you want to say to the stream chat before we end it here today?
Thank you, AJ. I know you're in the chat. Thank you, Dad, for being in the chat. I'll be home tomorrow. Don't worry, I had to be here for spring break, but I'll be home tomorrow. Yep. Thank you, fam, for watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys.
Thank you, everybody else, for watching, and that's going to do it for us tonight. For all the latest updates with Marietta College Esports, be sure to check out our X, Twitter, Instagram, our Twitch channel, obviously, and our YouTube, and of course our TikTok, which I don't know if it's being used or not, but we have one. So
we might have international viewers.
International viewers. But from Marietta College Esports, I'm Magic Ninja 107. This is OP Knees, and have a great night, everyone.